Hey guys, so in this video I want to talk about Reverie because I do know that this Reverie will actually help to decide whether you should pull for a certain unit or not, so it's important that actually we talk about it. So the first one here is 410. I actually didn't really know what this was about because I just went in, cleared it, so I didn't bother reading the mechanics. 420 as well, which I use He's the Best and Druvis. So I remember there's something about them freezing the incantation in our spell dogs, but not a problem. 430 is also not a problem. Who did I use? I used Liang Yue, yeah, but there was a P5 Liang Yue, so okay. 440, this is a problem. Okay, if you use any other team other than the HP reduction teams, you might have a problem because these little cactus, they do a lot of damage and they do Genesis damage, and the worst was the Genesis damage because the Genesis is about like, I don't know, like 1,000 to 2,000 Genesis damage, and each of them will do it. And if you kill them, the new one comes in and the new one will instantly attack you. So you get bombarded by a lot of this Cactus Thorn and then you die. Okay, it's very hard to survive because it's Genesis damage. And you have to kill Ezra. And the problem with Ezra right here is that he has 1,000,000 HP with an inflated shield. Like, his HP will be lower, but he get a lot of shield, right? And if you want to break that shield, and along that line, he keep healing himself, so everything becomes like really difficult, that you have to prolong the fight, but at the same time, you have to defend yourself against this cactus. Then there is this thing is that burn. Okay, the burn on Ezra can go over 30 stacks. So this is essentially a fight made for Jay. Okay, Jay and Babel's shield is enough to withstand all the cactus attack. At the same time, when Jay riposte, the reason why Jay can withstand the cactus attack is because you don't get the full blast of the cactus attack. That's because Jay riposte and will kill some of them. So some of them will not have the opportunity to actually attack you. And when the new cactus come in, they instantly attack the team, and then Jay counters and then kills them as well. So you only get like one attack from each cactus. And that is enough for Jay and Babel to sustain. And Jay will keep inflating all the burn stack on Ezra, and the total damage that Jay deals will be enough. So in my run, I did it with Sentinel, but that was more of a showcase of Jay and Sentinel because I want to see how Sentinel actually works with Jay, and it was amazing. Yeah, so that is a team that you can use to clear this fight. But if you don't have Jay, for example, I know a lot of you skip Jay. You can use Nautica. Because with all the attacks from the cactus, Blood Tie will be charging so fast. And once you have that max Blood Tie, and then you kill the cactus, and then you use Nautica's ultimate on Ezra, Ezra will die. Okay, the damage from Nautica is insanely high, and that will kill Ezra. Okay, so that is something to think about. I haven't explored more teams, but the one that seems to work more effectively right now is Jay's team and Nautica team. So if you want to clear this, then there is something that you have to think about. If you got no Jay, you might want to get Nautica. Definitely Nautica is a very good choice for you to get. If you already have Jay and you want to skip Nautica, then fine, you will be able to clear this. But 450 meter dash 1 does feature Nautica as well. Okay, but yeah, if you are okay with this, you have Jay, then that's fine for 440. So now 450, the first fight here is against a mirror. The picture here I think is Semmelweis and someone else, but it's essentially a mirror. And the mirror, there's 3 phases. The first phase, it will summon 3 dogs. Okay, I can just roughly show it to you. I did not clear this yet in the account, the Chinese account that I have. That's because I have really odd characters, and I don't have a full set of a lot of units, so I couldn't actually, I think I couldn't do it. I haven't actually tried. Because I don't have all the new unit. I don't have Dynamo, I don't have Impromptu, I don't have Blood Tie. Okay, you should at least have one of them, in my opinion. Okay, so you start out with these 3 dogs, and after you kill these 3 dogs, then the next one is the Date 3. Okay, the Date 3, and then after you kill Date 3, then Spatodia. Spatodia will out almost every round, and it's crazy. She does crazy damage as usual. So the thing is that you want to kill the mirror quickly, and because since that they have so many minions and they'll be attacking you so frequently, so it's perfect for the HP damage reduction team. Okay, they will be able to get a lot of Blood Tie. And if you look into this boss, it is Intellect. So Nautica is Spirit. So Nautica, the Spirit DPS, probably the only one. A-Knight is no longer relevant at this point. Hopefully he will get his Euphoria. So Nautica is the one that will be able to do a lot of damage and to win this. If you look into right, if you look into the clears that has been completed by the Chinese player, because we can see it, right? Okay, if you can see, most of the team, all of the team is actually featuring Nautica. Nautica 71%, that's big. Then Samurwise, because again Samurwise is for Nautica. Sentinel is lower. Fatutu also for Nautica team is really good. So you see here is using Nautica, Flutterpage, Fatutu as well as Samurwise. Okay, Sentinel, you can use that. Ezra also for Blood Tie team. Wait, okay, they actually show other teams here. Okay, but they are all Nautica team. Okay, Dynamo team, people use that, but only a small quantity, 7%. Okay, so you can use Dynamo team as well. Then Flutterpage is in Nautica and some of it is in Dynamo team. And then you see Kipperina here because Kipperina is such a good defense. Okay, yeah, I do see some Kipperina as the main sustain, together with Ezra, so that's like double sustain. I see Liang Yue, right? Liang Yue, Flutterpage, but I'm not sure what portrait this Liang Yue is. It's 0.22%. This might be a very high Liang Yue, but with Flutterpage and 37 and Kipperina, perhaps. Okay, maybe P0 or P2. P0, I'm not sure. I'll obviously have to test it out when it comes to GL, but we do see Liang Yue as being relevant here. Lucy, okay, because of Dynamo. Alright. And Medicine Pocket, also mainly for Nautica's team. Right, so the main 2 team here will be Nautica, Dynamo, and for some reason 0.22%. The only other team that I see is Liang Yue. Alright, so this is for 450 meter dash 1. For 450 meter dash 2, this is more of a puzzle, right? So if it's a puzzle, sometimes you can get by without actually using 6-star unit, and if you know what you're doing. So what happened is that the boss, this deer and this minion, there's 2 phases. In the second phase, there's a 3rd minion. Okay, but we will talk about that. The first phase, this boss, it will start with a random number of a buff. If you remember the rate, there is like, you know, if it's less than 7 stack, then it will attack you with a Thunderous. If it's more than a certain stack, then it will get something. Similar mechanics, but a different outcome. If it's 0 to 7, it will stun one of your units. And you will do some buffs. I never actually know what it does because you never ever want it to be in 0 or 7. Don't do that. What you want is 9 to 14. If above 14, it will do an ultimate, and you don't want that as well. So what you want to do is 9 to 14. So you have to really balance it out in order to get 9 to 14 charges of that stack. So like I say, it starts with a random number from 1 to 7. I think it's random because I never read anything that indicates what it will start with. So I'm going to here assume that it starts with a random number. Then if you attack it with a rank 1 incantation, it will add 1 to it. So 7, it will become 8. If you attack with a rank 2, then it will add 2. 7 will become 9. Attack with a rank 3, then it become 3. You will gain 3 stacks. So 7 become 10. So yeah, you have to be really careful. Do not go beyond. Do not go below. Okay? The reason why you don't want to go beyond, not only that the ultimate hit hard, but there's one more mechanics here, which is, I'm not sure if they have it here, but this one, I think it's this, yeah, the burn stacks. This burn stack is not the burn, but it's a special stack. It's undispellable because it's a special buff. Like you see here, is not red, so it's not technically a debuff. Every round, the stage will give 1 stack to all unit. Only if you attack the boss, that stack will be dispelled, will be removed. Only 1 stack at a time. If the boss uses an ultimate, it will give you 2 stacks. So for each stack, at the start of the round, or at the end of the round, either one, you will lose 10% HP. So if you have like 7 stack, you will lose 70%. And with the attack from the boss and everything, you'll probably die. That unit will probably die. So you cannot have one unit just standing there doing nothing, because they will eventually accumulate a lot of stacks and they will just die. Okay? So what you want to do is you want everyone in the party to attack the boss at least once per turn in order to remove. If some characters can attack twice a turn, then they can have the, one turn not doing anything, next turn having 2 stack, then you attack twice, then you remove it. So in that case, unit with follow-up attack are very important for this fight, right? The essential one is actually Hisabeth and Druvis. That's because you can't do much damage to the boss anyway. So one of the best ways is actually to use Genesis damage. So Druvis and Hisabeth, they can do about 100,000 Genesis damage every round. So you can eventually kill the boss. The boss has about 2 million per phase, but the boss also deals 250 damage to itself if you manage to get 9 to 14 stacks, which you should. So eventually in around 5 to 6, the boss will automatically die. Then you will go to the next round, and again you have to do the same thing. But in the second round, there's another minion. That minion has taunt, so it prevents you from attacking the boss. So which means now you have to actively kill the minion. How do you kill the minion? The minion has quite a lot of HP as well. But this minion, they have this star on them, 1 to 3 star. As long as you are attacking them with an incantation, okay, higher rank than the star, they will instantly die. If they are 1 star, you attack them with rank 1, they will instantly die. Same goes for the minion that has taunt. Alright, so in that case, you want rank up. So you can easily deal with the minion and you can use the rank up to kill the boss. But you don't go overboard with the rank up. I use Anan Lee and it's a bit tricky to use Anan Lee because when you use Anan Lee's ultimate, everything will rank up. Sometimes you don't even want to rank up because boss has 7 stacks. And you just want to attack the boss once and you already have 10 stacks. Okay? So be careful with that. If you are able to juggle around that, this fight actually will not be a problem. So I've done it with Dynamo team, not a problem. Original was Hisabeth. There is a cheese strat, not really a cheese strat because I think that's how the developer or the designer of the game intended you to play. Is to have some character that has AoE follow-up attack like White Rum, and he will be able to deal with the burn stack, and you'll be able to keep getting the stacks up on the boss and to reach 9 to 14 stacks. Okay. Here I use the plant because this plant Miss Manifest, it attack once at the end of the round, and that one time it attack is actually it's a rank 3 incantation, so that actually contributes to the stacks, right? But if you are using a lot of rank up units and then you've forgotten about it, like you calculated, oh, okay, based on my attack, I will get 13 stack. And then this Myth Manifest comes in and attack it once, it will be 16. You will trigger the ultimate. So do be careful with that as well. Now, let's see the team that everyone used. Okay, Sotheby, but it's with Elizabeth and Marcus. Marcus has automatic rank up in her kit, so she worked for this fight. Like I say, you don't have to worry about the damage for this fight. If you are able to get 9 to 14 stacks, automatically you will be able to damage, the boss will damage itself. Okay, so you will be able to win no problem. Okay, here Marcus, same team. Okay, Keeperina. So Liang Yue works here because Liang Yue has rank up and Liang Yue do follow-up attack, and then 37 do follow-up attack, Flutter Page do follow-up attack, and then Keeperina you can do follow-up, you can do an attack once in a while, but her shield is crazily high that even you have 5 stacks of, you know, the burn or 6 stacks, it doesn't completely drain Keeperina's shield, and she recasts it every round. So it makes the team way more flexible to play. Okay, so you can use Liang Yue, and then Impromptu as well. Okay, Impromptu will still hit pretty hard even though the enemy has reduction against, but it only has reduction against rank 1 incantation. So the Impromptu incantation are not ranked, so you'll still be able to do damage. Okay, so Keeperina, Impromptu, Liang Yue will be relevant for this fight. Elizabeth again with Juvis. Okay, so Flutter Page, Liang Yue, Kakania, but with the Plan team. Okay, similar team. Liang Yue's team, this is the Plan. Left is Impromptu, Voyager's Impromptu. Then you have Argus, which is Plan. Fatutu is with Liang Yue. Oh, some of them use Nautica as well. So means Nautica can be used in any of the fights. Okay, so at the moment, for 451 and 52, Nautica can use in both of them. Okay, yeah, so this is the team. So if you have like Liang Yue or Nautica, then you probably don't need the Plan team. You can skip them. Yeah. Okay, 450-3. Another very annoying fight, 450-3. You have this boss, it has 4 phases. It starts off with a very cute version of it. And you think like, okay, this is harmless. Well, it will become bigger and bigger and it becomes insanely big during the 4th phase. The problem with this is that it starts off with 1 million HP and the last phase has like, I think 4 million HP. So here you see this is a HP threshold. You can see where I'm clicking, right? The boss will damage itself by 30% of its HP at the end of the round if you have not passed the threshold. If you pass the threshold and it is still alive, it will heal back to full. But every time it does that, it will get 35 stack of flinched. And flinch will increase the damage taken by the boss and also the trauma. So I think it's like damage taken increase, and then I'm not sure exactly what trauma is, but I think the damage it received will also increase by 30%. So damage taken reduction reduced 30%, damage taken is increased by 30%, something like that. 1% for each flinch. So what you want to do actually is to bring it down past the threshold but not kill it, and then for it to revive back. And if you can do that every turn, and imagine if you do that for 10 turns, it will have over 300 stack on flinch. You will be able to hit really hard. Okay? And then when you go to the 4th phase, you need to at least do 2 million damage and kill it straight away after it passed the threshold. During that round, you need to at least do 2 million. So if your team cannot do 2 million damage in one blast or in one round, don't use them. You will not be able to win. But there is a trick, which is actually the Myth Manifest itself. This Myth Manifest deals a lot of damage. With the flinch on the enemy, the Myth Manifest can actually kill the enemy during the last phase. Like you just rely on the Myth Manifest, you use it as the ultimate, and boom, it kills the enemy. But one thing you have to pay attention to is that this enemy changes afflatus. If you use an attack afflatus, it will change to beast. Okay, if you use a debuff, it changes back to spirit. If you use a buff, it changes to plant. If you use a channel, it changed to mineral. Okay, so let's see. Now it's spirit. It changed to beast. Now it changed to spirit back. Then this will be plant. Oh no, this will be star. Okay, star. And then it will go to mineral. If you use counter, then it will be plant, if I'm not mistaken. So basically, healing as well. Healing change it to plant. So beast will do more damage. Yeah. So over here, the thing is that you don't want to use a character that relies on incantation, because the moment you use this incantation, for example, okay, attacks, then it changed afflatus, right? So let's say if you want to use several incantation at a time, then it keeps changing the afflatus, you can't damage it properly. So some of you are asking, will Centurion work? I would say no, because Centurion, when you want to channel and chain her attacks, it will be incantation, 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 and all of them are attack incantation, which means the boss will change to beast. Beast is the same afflatus as Centurion, so Centurion will not be able to damage it. Or she will, but it won't be bonus afflatus, and she won't be able to hit hard enough to kill it. Okay, yeah. So basically you want to use ultimate base character, or impromptu also work, because impromptu does do a lot of damage. Yeah, so you want like a proper setup, or you can cheese it using the Myth Manifest. Okay, so I have done the video if you want to use the Myth Manifest. So in that case, you don't even need 6-star. You can, and some of it actually featured 5-star like Beacon Bloom, or even Afghans. I saw Afghans being used here together with Beacon, right? So let's see the team. Okay, the first and most used team is Nautica. So again, Nautica does a lot of damage. So during the final phase, after you pass the threshold, Nautica uses out, kill the enemy. Probably the easiest way to do it. Okay, Nautica as well, Fatutu and Flutterpage, they're all in Nautica's team. Oh, there is also Windsong. Yeah, so you stack up. So I'm not sure you will actually need to stack it up, or it's the short cycle. Looking at this team, it should be the short cycle Windsong. But again, I don't know if this P0 or higher portrait. But yes, again, you push the enemy down, revive, push the enemy down, revive. But if Windsong only can do damage every 3 rounds, it will be a bit slow to get the flinch. So I do believe that you want a higher portrait Windsong, and then you can kill it like right away during the last phase. Okay, again, like just now, Liang Yue, I don't know whether it's this P0 or higher portrait Windsong. Dynamo, or this is not Dynamo. Okay, this is Impromptu plus Ulrich. Why you use Impromptu plus Ulrich is because Ulrich channels, and channels change the afflatus to mineral. When you change to mineral, then Impromptu can hit harder, right? The one that I did was without Ulrich, so my Impromptu has no afflatus. I mean, it's star afflatus, but it's not doing afflatus damage, so it might as well be no afflatus. But yeah, if you want that, you can use Ulrich, and it will make Impromptu a bit easier to use here. Okay, apart from that, you can use Lucy. So Lucy, you have to charge it up, charge to level 3 during the last phase, and then pass the threshold, and then kill the enemy. P5, I saw Lucy can do 2 million in just one attack, but you probably don't have P5. So if P0, if your Lucy is like R15, then if you are attacking with like 2 to 3 Lucy's attack, you should be able to kill the boss as well. Medicine Pocket is in Nautica's team, then Lucy, Ezra can be both Nautica or Dynamo. Sentinel is Nautica, Kiparina, this is Nautica as well, Eternity. So some of you ask me, like, you have Eternity, should you get other character? Like, here, look at this, Eternity can work. So if you have Eternity, just use her. Okay, Nautica has a lot of teammates. She has a lot of choice. Impromptu. This is with Dynamo. Calcania is also with Nautica, right? So there you go. It doesn't feature that team, the Myth Manifest one. Okay, it doesn't feature the Myth Manifest team, but that works. Okay, if you don't have idea, comment in the comment section. Then I will give you the link of the video that I did using killing the boss with the Myth Manifest. All right, and for 450 meter. Actually, I'm not exactly 100% sure what is going on with this fight. I just know that I have to prevent the boss from using ultimate. So you are fighting against Outrage with skin. So Outrage here, depending on what type of incantation you use, he will get a colored star. Okay, so look at that. He start with 4 great star. And if you use an attack incantation, he will get a red one. This one get a purple one. Then they'll get a blue one. I'm not sure what this gets. Let's see. But if you use ultimates, okay, I think Getian's ultimate, like that is cast, can also be counted. Okay, you get a yellow one. So yellow, blue, purple, red, and gray. Okay, gray or black. So his damage, or basically you see that every round it will does attack on you. You can't, I don't think you can stop that. Even if you stun Auric, he will still cast that. And that damage of that zap, I think it depends on the stars. So gray star will not take an effect. So essentially you want to have more gray star. If you have all colored star, Auric can hit quite hard. And once he got his ultimate is also based on the star, and his ultimate really hit hard, and you really don't want him to cast it. And if you look into Auric, you notice that he does not have resistance against seal, but has resistance against Moxie reduction. So what you want to do here is you want to seal it, stun it, petrify, no. Okay, captivate, yes, Anjo. You want to stun it, you want to seal it, you don't want it to use ultimate. And by doing that, like if you use Anjo Nala, you can use the Beast Manifest, and the Beast Manifest will heal you, and those healing are sufficient to withstand the zap that he does. And I think if you use the new Myth Manifest, it also have healing. So you can rely on those, so you can have a team without a healer, and it will work. So what you just need to do is petrify, stun it, captivate it, seal it, and then eventually you will be able to do enough damage and kill it. And since it is plant, you want to use beast. We have a lot of beast ultimate units. Moldir, Melania, Getian. Use them. Okay? Don't use those that needs to use incantation, because I believe the boss receives 30% less damage from incantation, but 30% more if you're using ultimate. Okay, so you can see here Beacon is everywhere. 80% of people use Beacon, and they are all with Anjo Nala team. Okay, there are something without Beacon. Okay, very good. Anjo Nala Captivation, Beacon, Seal will actually make it really easy, right? And you can see some of Beacon's team, they don't even have a healer, and that's the one that I use to clear the fight. Okay, Melania, Getian, Fatutu, Moldir, Recoleta. Okay, Recoleta also an out-based character, so can be used here, no problem. Flutterpage with Anjo Nala, so it's Anjo Nala team. So Nautica again, right? That's why I say Nautica can be used for any of the fight. So getting Nautica is like a free pass in one of the fight, so you have to worry about the other 3. Okay, so Nautica, Semmelweis, Lopera, and then Darley, mainly focusing on outs. Okay, Yeah. One more thing is that for Recoleta, I'm actually trying to test out this fight using Recoleta. Because this account I do have Recoleta. I do have Anjo. Okay, I do have Recoleta. Where's my Recoleta? Here it is. Right, so I can like form a team. I can use Gertian for free. Then I can use a healer. It can be Mad Pot, it can be Fatutu. But I do not have Medicine Pocket. Might have to go with. But Fatutu is not ideal as well. Want to do more damage, right? Yeah, I would think about it. Okay, but you get the idea that this fight you need to blast it down. So you got to really plan your team and make sure to pass the threshold, allowing the enemy to get a lot of flinch stack. Then only you burst it down. Okay, where else? This one, if you have Beacon, you'll be fine with Anjo Nala. This one, Hisabeth or Dynamo rank up Fuwa team like Liang Yue will be relevant. And then this one, Nautica or Impromptu. Was it Impromptu? Or Dynamo. Okay? Yeah. So with that, I basically explained 4 of it. So I hope this helped you to decide and plan what type of team, what character that you need to pull for. Obviously, there is no one answer for everyone. So it really depends on what you already have. If you already have some solution in some of this fight, then you only need to pull for Nautica, for example. Or you don't have most of it, then that can be a problem. So you need to plan properly. But one thing, if it's going to be like 400, okay, if it's going to be like 400 meters, after they release 400 meter, the subsequent characters, all of them can easily defeat 400 meters. So that might be the same. 450 is released, but over the next 2 and 3 patch, they will drop more characters for you to complete 450. So if you don't have the character right now, don't worry about it. Okay, these stages are permanent. They are not going anywhere, and these things are not going to go anywhere. So which is why for this account, I'm probably just going to leave it. Maybe we'll try one fight that I could easily deal with. I do have Nautica, but I do not have any support. No Semawise, no Sentinel. I can go grab Sentinel if I want to. Then I do have Flutterpage and Fatutu with Nautica and Sentinel. Because if I'm going to use Nautica just with Flutterpage and Fatutu, I will not have enough HP drain, or I have. Maybe I'll try it. Right, but I do want to get one more support. So maybe I will pull for Sentinel in this account. I haven't done that yet. This one has been done. This one, Anjo Nala, I have the team. This one, Recoleta, I have the team. If Recoleta doesn't work, then I'm in big trouble here. But maybe I will do the cheese, the new myth manifest. But then the thing is, Beacon is here and then Beacon is here. Where exactly Beacon should be. So I haven't actually figured that out yet. But I won't be doing this anytime soon. Maybe several weeks later. I need to focus on other contents at the moment, right? And I've done it using another friend's account, so I have the experience of actually playing all this. So that is good enough for now. But anyway, that's all for this video. Thank you very much for watching. Most of the video, if I'm yapping, I will try to keep it within 30 minutes. So I don't want to yap too much, right? So thank you very much for watching, and I hope this helped you decide your pools.